Welcome back to the Crescendo podcast, championing emerging artists shaping the sound of the UK and beyond. That's the first time I'm using that. I mean, that's okay. My name is Trevor, and in each episode, we sit down with the voices pushing music forward and the ones who are breaking boundaries, redefining genres, and carving out their own lane in an ever-evolving music scene. Today's guest is an artist hailing from Sunderland, Isabel Maria, who is an alternative pop singer-songwriter that is building her name through honest songwriting, emotional depth, and a voice that really stays with you. She has also played shows nationally and internationally and is on a tour at the moment and has gained support from names such as Rolling Stones Español and BBC Radio 1. Right now, it's a lot happening for her. New music, new EP, and a tour to go with it. So, Isabel from London, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having me.
That's good. Yeah, you're good. I mean, you were playing yesterday as well. Like, can you share with us like about your tour and stuff?
Yeah, so I am on day 2 of the tour last night. I played in a little bookshop in Bermondsey in London, and it was so nice. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Like how was the people there? Like, did they like take your music very well?
Everyone was really nice to me, and someone had travelled all the way from Birmingham to come to my London show, which was so kind. Yeah, everyone was so nice.
That's pretty impressive. Like that's crazy actually. To travel that far, like you must feel like your music has like people listen to it and they love it. They want to come to your shows anyway you play.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that people made that journey.
It's so far. Yeah. I mean, to start off with, for anybody who's just discovering you through my podcast, how would you really describe yourself as an artist?
I am an alternative pop singer-songwriter, but I really like to write about like big feelings and life experiences, and I write very sad music. Yeah.
Talk about sad music. I went to her gig in Sunderland, and it was the most amazing thing because traveling that far, first thing was it's a nightmare at night because it's getting colder at night. But yeah, people were crying. Yeah, which includes me. It was great because I see my friend who's a Kennedy who's doing photography that night as well. He was just like took off his clothes, just wiped his eyes and just like, you're crying, man. I didn't have an asked him. I'll ask him later on about it. Yeah, it's great, but I mean that's the feeling you would like people to feel when they listen to your music, like to have that connection. Like, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I guess I just really want it to kind of resonate with people in some way.
Yeah, that's good. Like, what's your ideal, like people feeling about your songs when they listen to it?
Ooh. I mean, maybe this is kind of bad, but I do really like when people cry because I love crying to music. Like if a song makes me cry, then I just know that it's incredible. So I guess that's the ideal reaction, as bad as that sounds.
How would I say about that? But your new EP it's so well constructed that it just flows, especially when you listen to it. Was that the original plan when you started doing the EP?
I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to afford to do like a longer form piece of work. So I was writing all these songs like last year and in 2024, and then Youth Music gave me some funding. So I was able to take the EP into the studio with my producer Josh, and we really kind of wanted to make it something very cohesive. Like there's a few like transitions in there, and yeah, there's a lot going on, and I had such a fun time making it.
Yeah. You did release the songs individually and like, Fair Weather Friends, and I think the last one was Not Scared at All. But like, was that always been the idea to like release everything separately, or like in the future, would you like to do more longer pieces of work straight away or still release singles?
I think releasing singles is great because a lot more people hear them. So I always intended to release some singles before the EP, but there's something really like nice and self-indulgent as an artist to be able to release like a long piece of work where you really get to like say what you want to say and you have a lot longer to do it. So yeah, it's really nice to be able to put out a piece of work that's like 20 minutes long. It's a real pleasure for me.
Yeah, that's good. You grew up in Sunderland, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and how was that? How was growing up?
It was, it was growing up in Sunderland, and it's it's the same in so many ways and it's different in so many ways. And I guess when I was a kid, I didn't really know that that was such a solid foundation for like creative people in the city. And now I think we've got like so much incredible stuff going on. When I was growing up as like a teenager, I was part of the Young Musicians Project, which are Sunderland based. And yeah, I just like had such a great education in Sunderland and I met so many like incredible friends there. So I'm really lucky to be there from there, I think.
Yeah, and how was family like? The family support for you and your like stuff, because you did start very young. Like you did start at like 14
Yeah.
to do music and stuff.
hmm Yeah, I'm very, very lucky that my family are super supportive. I mean, my parents are here with me on the tour. They're not in the room. But yeah, they've been kind of like on the road with me, which is really nice, helping me kind of carry my gear around. And I just, yeah, I really like that my family are so kind to me because I know not everybody is that lucky, but yeah, I'm really, really lucky.
Yeah, and like when were you writing songs when you were like 12, or was it like how did you get into this kind of field? Like,
It's kind of a funny story because when I was in year 7 of secondary school, I was told that I could miss chemistry for a year if I took instrument lessons. So I decided to take up piano. And then my granddad found like an old Casio in his attic and he gave it to me. And like I was finding my piano lessons kind of boring. But when I had one at home and I could like do whatever I wanted with it, I was just able to write all these songs and it was so fun and I just haven't stopped doing that since. I think I started when I was like 11.
oh yeah, I was close, but oh, it's crazy because when I started as well, yeah, when I started as well, I got a Yamaha. My parents are like, let's just get a Yamaha, like just a simple, like cheap-ish kind of keyboard to learn
Mhm.
stuff. And that's great. Like I wanted to write. I did write my own songs, but I just never. That's a challenge, isn't it? Like you've written. I'm sure you've written so many things.
Yeah.
How do you choose?
It's kind of like so difficult. I think the songs that get stuck in my head a lot, I know that they're like maybe better songs than others, or songs that I keep thinking about and coming back to. Like when I'm trying to decide which songs to record and I have a few options, I find that like listening to them on public transport or listening to them on like an airplane, like something about that when you're so like tired and you're just like not thinking about anything
Yeah.
else, listening to the voice notes, like I love to do that, especially on planes, just listen listen to my own songs. That's so narcissistic, but it's a really nice
No.
way to kind of decide what really resonates with you the most, I think.
You know what? You know what's the best song to listen to on the plane? It was Fair Weather Friends. Like I can't get it out of
Oh,
my head
really?
now. Yeah,
Thank
especially
you.
the chorus part. I can't. No, seriously. Like you did say, like things that stay with you. Was that one of the songs that stayed with you?
Yeah, I was very hesitant to record it because it's so difficult to sing. Like it's so like
Yeah.
up and down and it's really difficult to sing live. I had to like edit it slightly even to sing it live now, but yeah, it just kept getting so stuck in my head. So I just felt like I had to record it.
Yeah. I mean, listening to all your previous songs as well. That's one of the best songs, and I like it's in my mind for a
Thank
long
you.
time. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Like, do you feel that the EP captures your Sunderland identity in any way?
Ooh, that's a good question. I guess everything I do is always going to be influenced by the people that I've grown up with and the people that I've met in Sunderland. But I suppose there are a few tracks on there that are about like burnout and kind of feeling very anxious about being a young musician who doesn't live in London, and sometimes you feel a little bit like outside of where everything's happening. But I think people who've made me feel a lot better about those feelings are people who are from Sunderland, who are really supportive. So yeah.
Yeah. And like when you were growing up until now, what were the major influences in your songwriting and your music?
Ooh. I mean, I adore Taylor Swift, which is probably obvious. I was a big like Olivia Rodrigo fan growing up, and I still am. I remember when her first song came out, I woke up at 5 a.m. to listen to it like when it came out. So I was a big fan of hers. I love like Joni Mitchell, Carole King, Bob Dylan, some of those like classic songwriters. And also I'm just so inspired by like all the songwriters that I met at Young Musicians Project growing up. Like some of the leaders of those groups are just incredible. Like Eddie Scott and Holly Reese were my leaders when I was going through that, and they're just such great songwriters. I definitely learned a lot from them.
Yeah. Yeah. And what are some of the things that you still apply to your songwriting even now, like after a long time from those people?
Ooh. Eddie from YMP is really great at chords. We wrote a couple of songs together, Serotonin and Unreal, that are out on my Spotify. They're a bit older, but like the chords on those ones are just so cool. So I
Yeah.
definitely try and like incorporate that a little bit more often, even though I'm not exactly a genius when it comes to playing the piano. But yeah, and Holly, who's another leader, just has some like incredible metaphors in her songwriting. She has an EP, I think it's called The Lost Songs, and that's like beautiful. I listened to it over and over when it came out.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best thing. Like you keep on learning now as well. Like no
Yeah.
doubt. Like, and like wherever you go to do your tour and that kind of thing, there's always going to be different opinions about your music and stuff. There might be similar stuff, but uh, what's the biggest challenge now in writing songs or like getting stuff out?
Ooh. I definitely think the more people you have listening to your music, the scarier it is to like write anything. Cause I guess you're always comparing it to like your old stuff. You like, for instance, this EP, like I wrote it and it was finished and I was like, yeah, this is great. And then I sat down at my piano to try and write a song and I was like, like, this isn't part of the EP anymore. Like, what is this going to be about? And yeah, sometimes when you're so busy, like playing all these different shows and stuff, you just have no time left to create. But I do find that when I've been somewhere, I've done something really exciting, and then I get home and I have a bit of like downtime, that's when I write the best songs. I spent a lot of the tail end of last year in London at like random like conferences and writing sessions and open bars with loads of strangers, and it was terrifying, but I would come home and I would write like songs that I think will come out one day. So yeah.
Yeah, which is good because you need to you need to challenge yourself and you need to prepare for like bigger things, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is exciting because you know take a deep breath and say like I'm gonna do this and like yeah, 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 which is good. Right, let's talk about the EP because that's the most important thing right now. I mean, you're literally touring for it. Um, what I mean, first thing before I even ask about that, like you're playing the tour mostly yourself with your keyboard and
Mhm.
that kind of thing. Like, how does it feel not playing with a band like from Sunderland?
It's so scary, you know? I really love playing with my band because it feels like I have my bros with me. Nothing can
Mm,
touch me because I got my pals. But yeah, in a lot of these other cities I'm playing these very like small, wonderful, like tiny venues. So I guess there's like a lot less people there than there would be in Sunderland, obviously, because I live in Sunderland, but yeah, it's like kind of terrifying and very vulnerable to get up in front of people and like be able to see like right in their eyes and just like sing about like these really depressing subjects. But it's really nice. You always build it up in your head, and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be terrifying. And then I get
yeah.
there and I'm like, oh, this is really nice. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. It's so fun. Like, okay. Uh, how did you get the title of like the EP? I know it's from a song, but how did you get the title, and like what was the idea behind the album art and like pictures for it to promote it?
I love this question. No one's asked me about this yet.
Oh,
Yeah, the title, the title track came first. So I wrote that song. And I had the words "Because I Care" in my head, and I was like, that's a cool title, let me work with this. And I finished the song, but it didn't feel like a full song, but I also didn't feel like I could add anything to it. So I kind of thought, this could be an intro to something. And then when I got my funding, I just, I don't know, I just felt like that should be the title of the thing. It's a lot of songs about how much I care about everything around me, so it felt right. And the cover art, the main cover art is at Sea and Beach, and my friend Howie White took that picture, and I just love it. It was freezing. I was sat in the sea with no shoes on, and
yeah,
I was very cold. But yeah, the special thing about all of the like single art and the cover art for the CP is me and my dad, we like went to all of these charity shops and found these like ancient, like, well, not ancient, but like old hardback books. And we like rebound them so that they have all the like track names and my name on them, which is just like really fun. Like I just had
that's
such like a
fun.
nice time, like having a little DIY session and then like meeting up with Howie and taking pictures in all these beautiful locations, reading these books. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the books on stage. Were they the ones that you put like the track stuff
Yeah,
on
those
it?
are the ones.
That's so cool. Like
Thank
I
you.
took a picture of it and like I lost it. Now I'm gonna find it back again, but it's so cool. Like and the sign as well. Like who made the sign? Like it looked amazing.
I am trying to think of the company who very kindly made it for me. It's my logo, which was designed by an incredible graphic designer called Eleanor Osada, but I need to try and find the name of the company who made it for me.
You have the whole episode to do it, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What was the central theme of the whole EP, and why did you put all those songs together in the first place?
Ooh, I guess the theme. I like my EPs to kind of be like. I say that as if I have more than 2 EPs, but I like my EPs to be these kind of like time capsules of times in my life. So my first EP I wrote when I was 16. It was actually a college project. I got a distinction, but it was a college project, and I was 16, and I was very sad at the time I was writing it, and I was going on all these walks. So that was what that EP was about. And then for this one, I turned 20 in the summer, so I'm like desperately trying to like squeeze all the life out of my final months being a teenager. So yeah, I think this EP is about that kind of transition from being like a teenager, a 16-year-old, into turning 20 and not really being like that anymore.
Of course, yeah. I mean, you wrote that EP as well a long time ago. Not a long time. It's only
While ago.
a while ago. Yeah, and like the songs there, like it sounds. It's how do you see like your songs are? Have it evolved? Has it been evolving, or is it like similar in terms of like the words or melodies? Or?
I definitely think that I've grown a lot as a songwriter. I think I'm slowly getting better at writing songs that maybe don't make people want to sob all the time. But yeah, I think when I was a lot younger, I was a lot more prolific, and I was writing like every day or every week, and I was having like such a great time, like writing all these lyrics and all the time. And now I'm a lot more kind of intentional, and I don't write until I have something to say. But yeah, I think my music used to be a lot more acoustic as well. I used to work with a guy called Harbour Master, who is just like incredible. Everything he touches is gold. But now I'm working with Josh, who is like a synth genius, and they're two very different sounds, and I love both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you use like that kind of not only keyboard, but the synths that you put in the music as well. Listening to the EP, everything was joined pretty well, which kudos to like, people who helped you or that kind of thing. But
Yeah.
was that always been the idea to like kind of connect the songs like in between the songs? And
Yes. Me and Josh, I think it was like our first day in the studio. We were kind of talking about how the EP should sound and whether it should like connect, and like discussing it together. All of our favorite albums have like these cool little like sound effects that join everything together. So I think we really wanted to do that from the start.
yeah, and did it take a long time for it to work out, or was it like the songs you wrote were just so perfectly intertwined into that?
I think we spent a little bit of time on the order because we weren't really, it didn't feel like a very like chronological thing. Like these things had all happened to me at the same time.
Okay.
So I guess it was kind of deciding which order to put things in. But I think there's a nice kind of arc where the first track is like a little bit sad, kind of cinematic, and then it goes up and it's kind of upbeat, not lyrically, but it there's drums.
Yeah.
And then it goes back down again, and then 16 feels like a culmination of everything I was thinking about in the rest of the EP, and that one's very depressing, but maybe my favorite track.
I think everybody was crying on 16. To be fair, because
Yay!
it means. See, you agree. That's very good. How is it important that you bring out like physical media and that kind of stuff to people as well? Like people come to your gigs, they want to buy your music or like support you. Like, do you plan other things in the future, or just sticking with what you're sticking with now?
Yeah, I love physical like media. I'm big on like if I go to a gig, like whatever they're selling, I really love to kind of pick something up if I can. Because I'm a big like hoarder of little like memories and things. I love to like scrapbook and stuff. So if anyone's like giving out like a QR code or like a bracelet or anything at a gig, like I will be there. I will be having one.
Yes.
So it was really important to me for this tour and for this EP to have things like that. So we've got the CDs, which people have been so kind and they've been picking those up. Like t-shirts and mugs and stuff and the average stuff. But also on this tour, I just have like, I sat watching Married at First Sight Australia with my mum, and I was like making these little like bracelets while I was doing it, and I made like 170 of them or something, and like people have been picking those up and I've just been giving those out. And yeah, I just think it's nice to kind of give something back to the audience when they've like spent so much of their time to come and see you play.
But did a lot of people take the bracelets back after the show?
Yeah, I saw loads of people wearing them. And yesterday in London, like a few people took one. Someone took one home for his little 3-year-old child, which is really sweet. And I just love to see people wearing them. I think it's so fun.
Yeah, I couldn't wear it because, but hey.
I'll send you one in the post.
Damn it. I need a blue one with a heart on it, and then that'll be fine. I think that'll be my special nice. Request, I guess. I don't know. Please help me. I used to wear bracelets, but I just can't be fussed with it anymore. And I cook a lot as well, so. All right. What's your favorite song from the EP, and would you like to talk about it?
Ooh, this is such a hard question.
Yeah.
I always say that I love 16.
Yeah.
I think that might be my favorite song that I've ever written. It's very like pared back instrumentally. It's just, I think it's just piano, like a little bit of synth, lots of my voice. And then my friend Ben played some cello on it. And I just like making that song. I remember me and Josh just always have such a great time in the studio, and we're always just like laughing and talking about random stuff. But I remember the day when we were making 16 and we just went like non-verbal. We were just like sat in silence, like so locked in and trying to make it sound as devastating as possible. So it was a good day.
But sometimes we need to do those kind of things to get into the mood of like the theme of
Yeah,
the song or
absolutely.
whatever. Yeah, and like I'm sad now. It's crazy, but yeah, that song is so emotional. Like I commend you, and like I love the song.
Thank you.
I listen to it at night before I sleep. I'm joking, but no, it just reminds me, and a lot of people, I think, of like growing up and like how identities change, and or how you just change the way you do things. People will cry when they listen to it because they felt that it meant special things about their childhood, especially the older people, like in their 30s, like, I can't live that life anymore. I'm not 19, I'm not 16 anymore. Yeah, that's great. Which of the songs that you think that people would be surprised of? Like if they listen to your other songs?
I think there's a few. From the EP, I think Did I Deserve It is maybe a slightly surprising one because I don't know, it's not a rock song, but it has a lot more rock elements than any of the rest of the EP. And it's also about dropping out of university, which I think is very much
Ooh,
not a very me thing
no.
to do. The rest of the EP is so much about like being perfect, and yeah, I think that was a really interesting life experience for me. And then from my other songs, I think everyone is always really surprised by Ghosts because it
Yeah,
has like a big like keyboard smash at the end, and like that's very unexpected too. And yeah, I like to kind of make slightly strange choices in the studio that might
yeah,
throw people off.
yeah. Right. So basically, you dropped out of uni. That was a big thing. Then,
Yeah,
what were you studying, and like, did, was it just not clicking for you, or?
I was studying at an unnamed university and I started and I made like so many friends immediately, which never happens for me when I enroll somewhere, but I made all these like gorgeous friends and I just I didn't like it. It was such a gorgeous campus and I had such amazing friends there, but I think the work was a little bit too like fancy for me. I wanted to be a musician at the same time as learning about music, and I think that university was more like, wait, like stop. Like you have to learn how
Yeah.
to be a musician first, whereas I like to learn by doing. So, yeah, I'm at a different university now. I'm back in
Mm.
Sunderland.
Yeah.
But
Good.
yeah, I am finding it so much better. I really like it.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're still doing music as well. It's like, are you doing
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you're doing like music production or something like that?
I am doing like music industry now, which
Okay.
means that I just get to kind of explore so many different parts of music. And also, all of my lecturers are just like the coolest people ever. They're in
Hmm.
such amazing bands. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Like, I would love to do like a collab with you in uni and just do something for the community and that kind of thing. Because you've done so many things for the community anyways. Like, would you like to give back to the community more, especially now?
Yeah, I really like to kind of do what I can. If anyone ever asks me for like advice, and I'm always super happy to give it. I used to, when Knock magazine was like in print, I was very, very involved with that. I really love to write about local music, and yeah, whenever anyone asks me to do anything, I try my best to be there. And yeah, I'm leading a workshop with my friend Nadeja on, I think it's Tuesday, so a week today. And I'm so terrified. I'm gonna like sit at the front of a room with like a little PowerPoint and tell everyone all my secrets. So that's exciting and
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah. That's crazy. Like, yeah. I mean, you love reading books. What's your favorite book to read at the moment?
Ooh, this is such a great question. Hmm, what books do I love? One of my favorite books of all time is Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. I also think Any non-fiction fans out there? I'm a huge fan of Nora Ephron's memoir. It's called I Feel Bad About My Neck.
It's a
It's
weird
such a
name.
great book. It's a very strange name, but it's such a great book. And yeah, I'm reading all the time. I think I've read like 20 books this year so far. I'm constantly doing it. It really annoys everyone around me, but I love it.
Oh God! Yeah, I bet you like when you start growing up and getting older, we will have no time to read.
Yeah, no, it's so hard to
No.
fit in, but it's
Mhm.
nice when I can.
Yeah, exactly. Like, has a book ever inspired you to write a song about it?
It actually has.
Okay.
And this is kind of there's a song called Articulate on my first EP.
Okay.
And that song is inspired by Normal People by Sally Rooney. I mean, it's a very strange song. It didn't do commercially particularly well. And it's super slow, and it's super kind of, it's got a bit of like a weird structure, but I think I get what I was trying to do. And I think the lyrics are really nice on that one.
Yeah. Would you like people who listen to EP now to like go back to your older EP or listen to the live EP as well and like find you more deeply, as in find your music more deeply, like get your idea why you did this EP and that EP.
Mm. The live EP, what a deep cut. You've really done your research, Trevor.
Thank you.
Yeah, I definitely think that like the old stuff is still really special to me. I can listen to those songs and remember exactly where I was when I wrote them and like what kind of situation I was in. My debut single, I listen back to it and I think that I sound like a gerbil, but I think it still like really holds up. People still come up to me and say they love it, and I'm not sure I believe them, but it's really nice that people still enjoy the old stuff, and I definitely still really enjoy playing it.
Oh yeah. Speaking of old stuff, have you ever thought about releasing your music on vinyl?
Ooh, I actually have. I was
Okay.
really, really considering for this release doing like a vinyl where the A side was the new EP and the B side was some like older stuff. But I didn't feel like I was ready for such a commitment yet. But one day, maybe the debut album will do some vinyl. Not that the debut album is in the pipeline, but one day it might be.
But I mean, I would suggest to you to just do it. The EPs, mix it together. That would be fun. That would be so fun. Like everything going back. I've listened to a few like music from other people, and like when they do their albums or EPs, then they tie the music down when they go down to the last song, and the music track actually ties it back to their older EP's first song, which is actually. I'm not talking about Drake, everybody. I'm not talking about Drake or somebody else. But yeah, that would be fun. Were there any moments where you doubted the direction of the project?
I think every time I'm about to release something, it becomes a lot like more terrifying and more real. And also you've heard all of the songs like a million times because you've been trying to check that the mix is right or the master is right. And you've been getting everyone's opinions, and when it becomes like not just yours anymore, sometimes that can be a little bit scary and like suck the fun out of it sometimes when you're having to like send it to all these people and kind of write about it as if you're not yourself. And like it's difficult when you reach the promo stages to try and think of ways to help people find the music, and all the admin is like a terrifying minefield. But then once it's out again, you're like, oh, like I like this. I remember I made this all by myself, and it's really special once it's out.
Yeah, which is true. And we're thinking about the future now as well. I'm sure you're thinking about the future of your music and like do you want it to remain the same, or do you want to like experiment more with like alternative style of pop?
I mean, I really love what we've been making at the moment, me and Josh in the studio. I'm hoping to get back in soon, but I also recorded a song at like the tail end of last year with my friend who I met in New York called Chris, and we made a song together in, I think it was October, in his studio in Brooklyn. And I think that one's a little bit different to the others, and I'm really excited for people to hear that one eventually.
Yeah. Oh wow, you was all the way there. Like that's crazy from here. Well, mind you, we're living in this kind of thing now. But yeah, how was that experience? Like going to a different place, recording in a different place, even with different people.
Yeah, I was very nervous. I met Chris at a writing session, which I did last summer as part of a songwriting camp called Antisocial Camp. And I got the chance to go back in October to play a show at Lady Gaga's dad's Italian restaurant. How random is that?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the night before I stayed in Brooklyn and I met up with Chris and we just recorded that song. And I was really curious to see like whether it would be a different process, whether like the American recording culture
Yeah.
was like different
Mm-hmm.
in any way, different gear, different stuff. But yeah, it just felt kind of not the same, but it felt still very comforting. I think the studio is my favorite place to be as a musician. I feel very comfortable in there. And I had such a cold. And one thing that was really special about being in America is how like mainstream humidifiers are. um, so I had this like big humidifier on. And I was like, this is great. I need to get one of these from my house. But yeah, it was great. Chris is so good at what he does.
Yeah, and I'm excited to like listen to any other work that you've done, like and plan to like record or release in the future, like that. You know,
Yeah, thank
that'd
you.
be so. Yeah, that'd be so fun. Let's talk about the tour. I mean, you just started the tour, but like, how does it feel preparing to perform a full body of work to perform live?
It's very scary and it snuck up on me very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I started like sending emails to book venues in September
Mm-hmm.
and it's now April
Yeah,
and I'm 2 dates in. So I'm a third of the way through the tour already. Um, and yeah, it snuck up on me so fast, but I think what's really nice about it is that I've picked venues that are nice and small, nice and cozy, nice and low pressure with teams who are really great. Like Pop Rex is just one of my
yeah.
favorite places in the whole world. I just love everyone who works there to pieces, and I just think it's such an amazing space for musicians in Sunderland. And like even my support acts, everyone who I've chosen across every single city is someone that I like genuinely think is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
They're all my friends and they're just people who like I really want to watch them play for half an hour. So I've
Yeah.
booked them to do that so that I can. And yeah, it's just really nice because everyone around me is so friendly. It's great.
Yeah, and that's a smart move. Like, I want to see my friends. Like, there you go. Like, that's my friend over there playing. I've known her for forever. And no, Joe. Well, yeah. Do you? Oh, I don't know how I should ask you this, but do you think when you're playing, like now you're playing alone, and that's scary already. But like, did you do anything different from like when you were playing a band, when you were playing the keys? Like, did you add something to it?
Hmm. When I'm playing the keys, everything sounds a lot sadder because it's on piano and piano is just like innately quite a sad instrument to me. But yeah, I like to play a slightly shorter set when I'm playing solo.
Mm,
Because I think it's a lot. When you go to a solo set, like all you can hear is like the lyrics and like you're staring into like people's eyes. And I think it's very
yes.
intense. Like when I go to solo shows, I just like have to like lock in. I'm like listening to the lyrics so like intently. And yeah, so I shortened the set a little bit, which just means that I can like have a chat with everyone after as well. And
Yeah.
it's just so, yeah, I really like playing solo once I get
Mhm.
over the terrifying part of it.
Pop stuff, yeah, exactly. Like, how's the experience? Like, you just played yesterday, so it's pretty fresh. So, like,
Mhm.
how was it? Like, was it like in the busiest part of London, or how did the sound? How did it sound for you?
Ooh, it sounded nice. The venue just, I mean, it's a bookshop. It's not really built for live music, I assume, but they had a PA, which was nice. I didn't need to bring my own, and they were just so great. My sound check was so quick, and yeah, I didn't hear it from front of house, but I hope it sounded nice. And yeah, it was a nice quiet one. It was a Monday night, and I think everyone in music will know that sometimes it's very difficult to kind of gauge whether you're going to break even or whether anyone's going to show up. And we had like a small crowd there, but all of them were so sweet, and I just will remember all of them. So
Yeah,
sometimes a smaller crowd is nice because you get to kind of look everyone in the eye and thank them for coming and just like really connect with everyone.
yeah, yeah. And do you feel that it's important, like, for you when you're starting to promote your music even more in the future, maybe like to have more of this kind of face-to-face stuff or shows, like smaller shows, but also have something bigger with your band?
Yeah, definitely. I love to do a big band thing at like a festival, and I love we probably do like one big headliner a year in like Sunderland or Newcastle, and those are always just like the best time. But also solo shows, I think like they're a great way for people to discover your music. And I never even used to play shows. Like for a couple of years at the very start of my career, I didn't even have like a live set. I wasn't playing live. I was just releasing on Spotify. And I think since I've started kind of playing shows across the country and beyond, like it's such a great way to meet people. It's such a great way to meet musicians and make friends, and also like some of my biggest supporters and people who I love so dearly, I wouldn't have met if I wasn't playing shows. So I just feel very lucky.
Yeah, which is good because it helps you to connect with more people, and like that's the best thing about music.
Mhm.
It's just to connect with people. You're in London, I know, because that's literally
I
two
know the
just
street is
goes all
so
my
loud.
days, all my days. You're in London. You're in London, London. Oh, that's just incredible. I miss being in London. Oh, which city have you not been in, and like would you like to play in live music with? That
This is a tricky one. I have played Brighton before, but I'm dying to go back to Brighton again.
okay?
Because I have a friend there who I'd just love to like meet up with, and I know we'd have such a great time. But um, aside from that, I don't know. I would love to play a show in France. None of my songs are in French, but like, I just love France. And also, I'd love to go to Nashville one day. I think Nashville has such an amazing musical culture.
Yeah,
So that would be really sick.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you got Nashville, you got Southwest, Southwest. I'm not sure whether you've done that before, but that, and if France, like, just talking about Olivia Rodrigo, like, look at her latest like video. That was
Oh
that
my goodness, yes, it's gorgeous.
that took a lot of asking asking
I
authorities.
know, it's insane that she got to do that.
No, that's just
Do you
madness.
think they'll let me?
Uh, you know what? Like, just continue sharing your music and things will just come. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. It's good. That's so fun. Like, any historical sites, like, do more music videos, please.
I agree with this. Music
Yes.
videos are so back, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think music videos are so much fun. I remember watching them when I was like 7, and you could put those channels on where it was just like
Yeah.
music videos by Katy Perry for like an hour. And I think the music video is a dying art and we need to bring it back. I
Yeah.
say that like I'm like helping solve this problem myself. I don't have a great deal of music videos out,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
I know.
I want to change that.
I know. You got a lot of live stuff. You have one music video for Fair Weather Friends. Like, would you like to
Yes.
share a little bit more about that?
Yes. So if anyone listening is not involved in music, you might not know that a music video is insanely expensive to produce if you want it to look professional.
Yes.
So I took matters into my own hands. It does not look professional. I edited it myself. I did like a course and I got qualified in like Adobe over the summer. So that was really great and that kind of equipped me. But yes, my music video for Fair Weather Friends is so random. It's I took a bench from my garden and I put it in my brother's bedroom, which he doesn't live in. He lives in America. So his room is empty and I was like, what can I do with this? So me and my dad, again, crafty warriors, we kind of cut out this like little set and it looks like a kind of sunny day and there's like a mole wearing an Isabel Maria t-shirt and there's like apples on a tree and it's like very strange. And then
Yes.
there's a bit in the middle where the sky like turns grey and there's like a rain cloud and it gets all angsty. It's such a strange video, man, but I had such a fun time making it and I think it's so odd that it kind of works.
I mean, the best part of it was the subtitles. To be fair,
The
subtitles was the
I
best
look back
part.
and I'm like, girl, why did you choose that font? It's so ugly. Never mind.
Subtitles are. I tried to put the video in for the post, and the subtitles were cut in. Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. It should do more. I mean, it's easier now to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's way easier now. Your phone's so good now. You can just do it. Like, like if you need an editor, I'm here. I do like Adobe Pro and Ableton and not Ableton.
Nice.
I forgot the name of it already. Yeah, I love editing. I haven't done that in ages.
It's super fun. I'm surprised by how fun it is.
So fun.
I thought I'd be horrendous at it, but I think I nearly got full marks on my qualifications.
Well, you did get distinctions for your stuff, so that was fun. That's great. Oh, jeez, what questions? I spent a lot of time already just asking you random things, unfortunately. Oh, what's the reality behind the scenes stuff that people don't see you doing?
Ooh, I mean, I was watching your episode with the last time and they said the exact same thing, but there's so much admin involved, like
Crazy.
so many emails. I used to be so on it with my emails and now I receive like so many in a day.
How many?
So many DMs and I just like try my best to sift through everything. I think the other day I got 73 DMs in one day, which is so lovely and so sweet, but I don't have that much time in my day, guys. Oh my god, my AirPod. My AirPod was like upset about the fact I got some.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of like trying to stay on top of things and trying to like make everyone feel very appreciated because I do appreciate everyone trying to stay in contact and trying to book me for things and I kind of try and like race around responding to everyone. And also just like I think a lot of people who aren't in the music industry don't realize like financially how much of like a a forest fire it is.
The forest, yeah.
It's wild. I know so many musicians who don't get paid. I know so many musicians, including myself, sometimes who, if you can't get funding, then you kind of have to pay to do your job, which is such a kind of strange thing. And I think only someone who really loves it would put themselves through that. But yeah, it's such a rewarding thing, but it is also very time consuming and there's not a lot of kind of payoff. especially in the early stages. But if you love it enough, then it works,
Yeah.
and it works for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. And like how has this EP, like if you're singing it, you're listening to it, like how has your view on life changed since doing all those things?
Ooh, I think having written and released the EP, listening back to it, like, I think once I've finished writing a song, and especially once I've finished, like, sitting with it for a while in the studio, I feel a lot better about whatever it is I was writing about because I've really been able to, like, process it. For instance, like, 16 is about growing up in the music industry and feeling like once you're an adult, everyone's expectations multiply by, like, 10, and you can't reach them anymore. But kind of having people listen to the EP and enjoy it and being given all this support and playing, like, that Sunderland show on Friday and, like, so many people that I love just, like, filled out that room for us. It's really nice. It's really rewarding when people kind of appreciate what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah. And I hope you write more songs about life, and it's so common. Like it talk let's not talk about sadness for a while. Like let's just talk about like how calming the sound is. Like people can just listen and like I feel good now because somebody's actually saying something that I've been through, or I like I'm literally following this person's story. And I mean, do you appreciate people when they say like um your music is like a storybook, something like that, or like I just, you know, had so many feelings about myself and that kind of thing, and like I really resonate with your songs. Like, how do you feel when people say that? Person that says that to you.
It's really nice whenever someone says something like that. I think not only to know that they feel slightly better having listened to the song, but also for me, like when I'm writing these songs, I'm usually alone, just like at my desk with my piano, and I'm writing about how I feel. And sometimes I'm writing about like how lonely I feel or how I feel like nobody understands what I'm trying to say. And then when you go to a show and someone comes up to you and they're like, oh, like that song, like, I completely understand what you mean. And like, I completely relate to it. It's like, oh, okay, like, that's great. Well, it's not great, but it's it's nice to know that there's, like, a kind of community, and I think a lot of the people who now listen to my music on a regular basis, which I'm so lucky to have that even happen, but I think a lot of them are very similar people. A lot of people have, like, made friends at my shows because everyone kind of relates to what I'm speaking about, and that's really nice.
Yeah. And like, what kind of impact do you want to see this EP have on listeners, like long term? Like, even if you release new music, like, what would you like them to remember about this EP?
Ooh, I think it does a lot of kind of speaking about perfection, and I'm a big perfectionist, and I think that the EP isn't perfect as much as I'd like it to be. Nothing is. And I hope that people listen to that and kind of it helps them grapple with that kind of thing. And also any other fellow teenagers who are about to leave those teenage years. I think there's a lot to kind of be said for what I'm speaking about in the songs, and hopefully they like it too.
Yeah, good answer. Great answer. Uh, all right. Before we end, let's do some quick fire questions. I hope it's been all right.
Love a quick
The
fire
interview.
question.
I mean, a hard one to start with. Where do you see yourself in a year?
In a year, I'll be about to graduate,
In a
which is
year.
terrifying. Um, but yeah, hopefully I have something lined up to do after I graduate, and hopefully I'm still making music in the studio. Yeah.
Deadline. Hope
Yeah,
you're gonna
I
graduate
think
in
it's
a year.
that.
Okay. All right. And then release more
Mhm.
stuff. I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's bad.
hopefully.
Yeah. One artist you would love to collaborate with.
Ooh. On a big scale, I'd love to collab with Olivia Rodrigo. On a
Hmm.
smaller scale, I recently wrote a song with Ruby Kelly that I'd love the world to hear.
Oh, Please, I want to hear more music. Like EP's too small. EPs are too small. Love. A song, any song that matches your current mindset.
Ooh, I'm feeling very grateful at the moment. So maybe For You by Laura Marling is a really
Okay.
nice song about gratitude.
Yeah, that's a good choice too. Favorite place you've performed at?
Ooh. I mean, I adore Pop Rex, but I only just played there, so maybe
Yeah.
that's a boring answer. There's a really amazing venue in Sheffield called Cafe 9, and it just like you walk in and it smells like cinnamon, and it's just like the most beautiful, like wooden. They make like their own
Yeah.
cinnamon rolls and brownies, and it's just gorgeous. I'd love to go back there. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's the best smell you can get. Like go in the morning,
Mhm.
like cinnamon rolls.
I agree with you there.
Yeah, and a good coffee. Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, that kind of thing. Oh, one place you would love to play at.
Oh my God. Radio City Music Hall would be like a
Oh,
big bucket list one for me. I love New York. It's like been such a formative place in my life, and to play at that venue would be great.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. One habit you're trying to break.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to think about this one.
Don't worry.
Oh, one habit I'm trying to break. I'm trying to separate my this is such like a boring answer. I'm trying to separate my like my friends' messages from like my business messages. Because I often end up ghosting my friends by accident because they get lost in all the like people like sending me invoices and like chasing me on stuff. So I'm trying to
Yeah.
that's so boring. Oh my God.
No, it's
That's a
not.
habit I'm trying to break. Trying not to get those mixed up. Trying to spend more time with my
No.
friends.
You know what? That's an adult thing, and I commend you for trying your best. We all have so many messages to look at.
So true.
And yeah, and then my friends are like, "Do you want to go out?" And I don't read it for 5 days. Like, are you still here? No, I'm back in London now. Let's
I'm
see.
glad you relate.
Yeah, I relate so good. Most embarrassing thing. I ask this every single interview. What's the most embarrassing thing you have ever
Oh my
done?
goodness.
Yeah, gets the best
This is
answers from people.
tricky.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever, luckily, done anything
Luckily,
like
yeah.
insanely embarrassing at a show or anything. But when I was a kid, I used to be very prone to embarrassing myself. I was like a big like daydreamer, and in primary school, I would just like nick off to places and just like sing to myself and like pick daisies out the ground and stuff like that. Um, but I think in class once, I was in like year 2, and I vividly remember this because I was so embarrassed. And I was just in the middle of a maths class, and we were doing like silent like maths work, and it was like 7 plus 12, and like everyone was sat in silence, like, oh my God, what's the answer? And I just started singing. I thought I was doing it in my head, but I started singing, and I was very prone to doing stuff like that as a kid. So maybe I'm going to stick with that. I can't really think of anything recently
Don't
that's
worry.
happened, which is a relief.
This is a relief. That's good. More to come. No, I'm joking. I can relate. Like I was singing all the time. It's the worst daydreaming habit I have. I don't know now, but I'm literally bobbing my head. Like, why are you bobbing your head? You're doing a conference.
The music. Can you not hear the music?
Yeah, but the music. But can you hear it? No. I'm playing so many things in my head. Like, yeah, like I've been singing too much of Fair Weather Friends. It's like my brother here is like, why are you singing that again?
That's funny.
Well, it's stuck in my head. So thank you very much for doing that to me. And I enjoyed this. This has been great. Like I feel like we
Yeah.
are sitting down next to each other talking, but it's so far away and whatever.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Where's the tour heading off now? And yeah, would you like to tell people about it?
I have had a lovely rest day today.
Yes.
I did an interview on Hoxton Radio this morning, and then I'm here with you now, obviously. So tonight I'm going to go for some Cacio e Pepe. I'm so excited. And then I'm going to head to Worcester tomorrow for another bookshop show, which is very exciting.
Yeah, and people can find you like Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, of course. Most of the music are there. Like, please release your music to like YouTube Music, please. Like, I've had so many
Is
people
it not
like,
on there?
I'm sure it is, but I know people that just like, I listen to YouTube Music. Oh, all right, man. Yeah, and put more views. And I hope you plan more like music videos and such. Like you just do it yourself. Like, yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, or lyric videos. I know a lot of people like lyric videos, and that's just great.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, thanks for coming on. Like, you're so busy. Well, not today busy, but you're going to be busy later on. And like, I hope you have a good day. Like, thank you. It's been amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed chatting.